Joining us today on Arise 360 is Lagos-born Afro-pop artist Blnde, a trailblazing blending pop, rap and Afrobeat elements to create her own new sound. Now, with the filmmaking degree and fashion background, dressing some of Africa's biggest stars, Blnde crafts immersive experiences, merging music, merchandise and stunning visuals. Now, she's stepping fully into the spotlight with Upgrade, the first chapter in the rollout to her 6-track debut EP, Blnde for President. She joins us now to talk about the inspiration behind her projects, the power of multidisciplinary storytelling, and how she's shaping a brand that connects music, visuals and culture into one cohesive voice. Hi Blnde, how are you?
That was a beautiful mouthful. Thank you.
welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. Now let's get into it. I think you had me at Blnde for President.
Yes.
Is Tinubu aware of this? Does he know that you're coming? You're coming for him?
He's about to find out.
Talk to me about this movement. Why Blnde for President? Why is this the direction you're going in 2026?
Well, I guess I'm just coming for everything pretty much. You know, it's like big, bold, unapologetic energy. And it's just like by the end of it, I will be at the top of my game. It's like a manifestation of like everything I'm coming for.
I like that.
That's like, that sounds religious, like spiritual manifestation.
Yeah. No, but it's so real. And I think the words we speak are so important. And I've been saying Blnde for President for a while. And it's going to reflect in the music. It's in everything. So, yeah.
All right, great. Now, the name Blnde, first of all, how'd you come about it? I know your hair is, should I say gold? But beyond that, how'd you come about the name Blnde? And also, I mean, considering the fact that you have a little bit of a filmmaking background, and of course your mom also being the great Chioma Ode. Now doing music, I mean, do you get enough support from your family, mom, and tell us about that?
I definitely do. I feel like my family is very immersed in like everything I do. They know we're here right now. They're excited. Like we all briefed and talked about it before we came. So I get a lot of support, and I think it's, it definitely helps the art and just like my ability to create for sure, just being so supported and being from an artistic background.
Then Blnde, the name Blnde.
The name, it was kind of just on a whim, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've done a lot of things in this life. At some point, I was making YouTube videos, and it was just like, okay, Ariane, I've had blonde hair since like 2017, so that's really been my thing, and it just was like naturally blonde.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
All right, let's take it back to, I know that we were talking about Blnde for President coming soon, but we can't talk about Blnde, not talk about Omoto Sexy. Even if you don't like me.
Even if you don't like me.
Yeah, that was definitely a moment. I remember that song just being everywhere, and then what you now did was you didn't just stop there, you took it to the next level, and then you had Tiwa Savage on the song. Talk to me about that experience, working with, the great Tiwa Savage. What's it even just been like your journey from then to now?
Okay. I'll start with the experience making the remix. I feel like that was so beautiful. It was honestly something I really wanted. I felt like just having her on the remix kind of solidified my place in like a mainstream space, because I know my sound is like alternative and it's not the usual thing, but having her on there was just like, yes, like this fun, different sound can also exist in this space. And so the co-sign was really beautiful, and I'll always be, grateful for that.
All right, so you said you spent months in London and Lagos recording experiments. How's that experience been for you? And the song Omoto Sexy, I mean, when we talk about Omo Sexy, Omoto Sexy, like Omotola comes into question. In terms of those people that have been like, OGs like Shaitan, just joking. Well, yes, I mean, that name Omoto Sexy.
Please, people not think that me and Omotola are the same age. Please, that's not what we're doing here, please. I'm not an OG.
Not too much on my girl.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I mean, Omoto Sexy, like, coming up with this track, what was the inspiration like? What was your creative process like?
You know what? Before I made that song, I had been making so many like slower R&B songs and things that I felt were like what were expected of me in Afro beats, like just more typical music. And when I heard the beat, I just thought, what would happen on this track if I just had fun, So the beat on its own was just very up-tempo, very danceable, and so that's just what I was doing. I was dancing to the beat, I was in my room, I was in front of the mirror, and I was just writing the lyrics, and I was channeling the energy of like an MC. So that saying Omoto Sexy came from, I just imagined what would an MC be saying to me in a party, and I was like, Omoto Sexy, and that's just where it came from.
Okay, so you have a little background in R&B. Like, do you? Like,
I guess, like, I've made R&B records, I have, but I wouldn't say, like, I've done a bit of everything.
Do you still want to experiment in R&B? Like, 'cause I
For
feel like the
sure.
genre is, crying for help. Yeah. So,
I mean, yes, definitely. I feel like as a person, we're all multifaceted. You have like your sad days, your happy days, fun days. So it's just like, I definitely want to dabble into everything I feel and put that into the music for sure.
All right, then, if I'm right, and just based off of who I've been able to gather from like the interviews you've done, you said 2024 was your year of preparation. 2025 was a project year. What is 2026 for Blnde?
So 2026 is the project year. 2026, I'm running for president, Blnde for president. So I'm gonna
What party?
vote for me.
What party?
VIP.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's been a long time coming. I consider myself a little bit of like, not a late bloomer, but I feel like I take my time, and I'm here, and I just feel very ready to, come forward with that body of work. I feel like I finally know what I'm here to say. The energy is right, and
yeah. Do we have a date for release yet? What's the timeline? Talk to us about that.
So, next month, March, is the first single. I cannot tell you the exact day, but March.
Watch out for International Women's Month.
Watch out for the song Upgrade for International Women's Month. And it's just all about like upgrading your life and just manifestation again of like better things and just like more. So that's coming from March.
Before we wrap up, I mean, you've been in the business for quite a little bit of time now. Now, what is the nastiest experience you've had in music? I mean, I know people talk about when people are new in the industry, they sort of don't take you seriously, or they look at you like, okay, young cat or young gun. I mean, nobody really regards you or takes you. But how was that experience? What has your experience been like in the industry so far? Mixing with the OGs, like we'll call them, and of course those in your category, in your generation.
I think I'm in a very interesting position where it's like I'm very much Gen Z and like with the TikTok age, but I'm also very ambitious and I'm consistently like plugging myself in these bigger spaces. So I have seen a lot of people kind of like underestimate or whatever, things like that, or just like shows like they put you on like a lineup for like a big show, and you get there and the sound is messed up, or you get on stage and your song is stopping in the middle of a really big show that you've prepared for. I have. Oh no. I have. Yeah.
How did you handle that?
I just sang it a cappella and they sang it back to me because period. So,
I like that. At what moment did you realize like, okay, especially with the success of Omoto Sexy, did you realize that, okay, you know what, people are starting to pay attention? Because I know it did go viral on TikTok, but I like the fact that we're even talking about a live performance, because that's how you really know that you've connected with an audience. So can you talk to me about like the first time you had that, like, okay, Blnde is here, I'm definitely doing something?
I think one of the most pivotal performance moments in my career was opening the O2 for Rema. So we were even in London, and it was one of those moments again where I'm performing and they cut my set. And I was like, I came all the way to London, I'm singing this a cappella. So I'm like, Sexy Lady, and the whole like arena like sang it back to me, stadium, whatever. And that was insane for sure. Like I was like, wow, like the fact that I'm in London connecting with these many people was really beautiful and profound. So.
All right, so you performed for Rema, like, or on the set. Rema's fans are called ravers.
Right.
First of all, what are your fans called? That's number one. Then when it comes to collaborations, you would like to maybe have in future. Who are you looking to maybe collaborate? You've done one with Tiwa Savage. Who's next, or who do you hope to work with?
I definitely just, it's interesting. I want to work with more people in like the underground space, and I just want to kind of work with them to come into the mainstream and just kind of, I want us to come together and be louder about our sound. Like that's the vibe I'm on right now. I forgot your other question.
What are your fans called?
Oh, I guess we're Club Blnde, we're the VIPs, we're the blondes, but yeah.
Okay, no name yet, no official name.
We have a couple names.
Because we have 30BG, we have an FC, we have Outsiders, we have Ravers.
I'm figuring out what I'm feeling, but yeah, we're somewhere between Club Blnde and like VIPs or something like that. I don't know.
All right, then before we let you go, you've described yourself as very spiritual.
Yes.
How does spirituality influence your songwriting and decision making as an artist, especially in a very in a country like Nigeria? Talk to me about that.
Okay, so I have this theory kind of that our lives are kind of predetermined, right? And the way that you kind of get to your destiny is by following your intuition, right? And your discernment. So I just like to pray to God and just ask him to always kind of guide me, and I just always do what I feel and what's true to me. And if something, I don't believe in forcing things. Like if it's not working, if it's too like, and I also just let things come to me in faith. So that's just been my thing, and I feel like that's how I've gotten this far.
All right then,
I
thank
like
you
that.
so
Things
much.
come to me.
Yes.
Faith.
Oh. Yeah, you just realized. I thought you
No, I like. I mean, you know, I'm spiritual.
you are
too.
keen into her
Oh,
spirituality.
yeah, you know, when spiritual jam spiritual, like, I'm a minister.
All right then, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're gonna go